Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rachel Kush and I do videos on motherhood, twin motherhood, simple living so that you can enjoy more of the good stuff in life. And today I'm doing a video on a little bit of a recap of my 1 year spending fast because it is December. At this point, I feel like we've made it through it, as well as some of the simple money saving tips that I adopted throughout the year to make a bigger impact this time. So 2 years ago, I did a spend fast for 5 months. I saved a ton of money and I just challenged myself to basically, unless I was completely out of something. So I was on the absolute last drop of shampoo in the house, and that means everything that's in the cupboards, under the sink, travel size, everything, that I wouldn't buy another bottle. And the same thing, if I had a t-shirt that got a hole in it, if I had any other t-shirts, I had to wear those and not buy anything else. So I challenged myself with everything that wasn't consumable. So if it wasn't, the spend fast was for non-consumable goods. So anything, like even if I broke my phone, if it still made phone calls, I did not buy a new one. I didn't break my phone, thank goodness, but those were the rules. The only thing that could be replaced were things that you could physically run out of. And I challenged myself to really use what we already had. And it was very enlightening about how much stuff that we accumulate that we don't even think about. So I did challenge myself in 2020 to do a whole year spend fast. And while some situations outside of my control made it a lot easier because I could not go to any stores, I also decided to make it a little more challenging on myself by also limiting things that I didn't limit the year before in order to better use what we already had. So the rules were the same this time. It was nothing non-consumable that couldn't be used up. So if I ran out of shampoo, had to use all of the shampoo in the house before buying new shampoo. I had already done that one time. Same thing with, basically anything else you can think of that you would go through on a daily basis. This time I went back and said again, no non-consumables, so no new clothes, except after giving birth, I did change sizes. So I did actually have to purchase some shorts this summer because I did not have a single pair of shorts that fit after my twin pregnancy that weren't maternity shorts. And surprisingly enough, while maternity shorts are very, very comfortable, they did not stay up well after I did not have a giant twin belly to hold them up. So I did purchase shorts. So the spend fast wasn't perfect. The ideal wasn't though to be perfect. It was to teach me more about being a conscious consumer. However, I learned some money saving tips due to all the changes that we went through, and just really realized that saving money was a lot easier than I thought it was. I thought, okay, I have to restrict myself from doing this, this, and this. I already was doing that with the spend fast, but I also knew that there were other ways that I could be more mindful of spending on things that were consumable. So the first thing was I used to go out to coffee shops several times a week to do work. Obviously that changed because there were no coffee shops open for a very long time, and now I work from home in my office. However, I realized just the act of not going out for coffee 3 times a week made a huge impact on our finances in the hundreds of dollars a month. When you add up one $6 coffee, which obviously you could just drink black coffee or cheap coffee, but I don't. I like fancy lattes, and so when I was going out to work for 6 or 7 hours, I would get myself a latte and then oftentimes a snack. That adds up to a lot of money every week over the course of the year when you times it by 52. So that alone made a huge difference in our budget. I was saving money by not going out of the house to work. While that was kind of forced on me, I, at the end of the spend fast, realized I was spending a ton on coffee that I didn't need to. And so now we got ourselves a frother, a milk frother, a whisk, like an electric whisk. We spent a couple extra dollars. I think all of the stuff we spent to make gourmet coffee at home cost less than $50. It was all on Amazon. We even make our own cold brew now, which maybe it's not impressive if you've always been making your own cold brew, but I just never attempted it. And now I am still, even though coffee shops are open again, I am still actually just making my own gourmet coffee at home and loving it. So saving a lot over the course of not drinking coffee out of the house for 12 months, but still enjoying the lattes that I really, really like by buying stuff to make them myself. The second thing that I didn't restrict on the first spend fast, and I didn't really mean to restrict this time, but I used to go to the bookstore, buy a magazine, buy books all the time. I do not like to put a limit on learning, but again, this year with bookstores being closed, I didn't go to the library at all. I wasn't going to Barnes & Noble to pick up a book here and there. And I actually started using my local library card online with my Kindle. And I can't even explain to you how much money I didn't realize I was spending. I was buying approximately one book a month at about $15. So over the course of the year, that adds up. While it's definitely worthwhile for the education, I'm not somebody who reads books 2 or 3 times on a regular basis. I do have 2 or 3 books I read religiously over and over again, but outside of that, for the most part, I'm not reading every book that often. And so I started renting more books on my Kindle from the local library, including books that I had on a list to buy from Barnes & Noble. This year alone, I have saved $100 just by swapping digital books for the books that I was purchasing in person. I usually end up with a bookcase full of books I'm not reading that I purge regularly and donate. This time I won't be able to do that because they were digital, but the nice thing was I saved the money, and there was a book I wanted to reread. I just got on the waiting list at the library, and then within 2 days I had it again. Other cool things I didn't realize the library rented out were magazine subscriptions. Also something I was purchasing on a regular basis. And again, I'm all for educating yourself and investing in your education, but I just didn't realize how many resources were available online. I thought that most of the books were probably fiction that were through the library. I actually had no idea about the magazines. So if there is one place that you can cut back a couple $100s a year without missing out on anything, you're still reading the same books, reading the same magazines, you can rent them from your local library. Library cards are free in most areas. I'm pretty sure public library cards are free. There are a plethora of things, including movies and audiobooks. So that was another place. I was renting audiobooks through the library instead of buying them through Audible once I was deep into my library card and realized that you could. So again, at $20 a month, you're saving over the course of a year if you have an Audible subscription. I love Audible. I encourage you to get an Audible subscription if you love it, but just know that if you also want a books above and beyond your subscription, your library probably has them for free. And then along with the whole everything being shut down, everything going online, I started doing even our essential shopping online. Okay, so now with everything being closed and everything going online, even my most essential shopping, like everyday food, things for the house that we run out of, I had to start doing online. And I found 3 awesome free apps that have saved me a ton of money. One of the reasons that I didn't shop online was because I always felt they always had better like in-store with your card purchases. Like if I swiped my food card, they would just load on all the coupons that were available. Or if I was at the store, things were just marked down, but online it was harder to find the discounts. So I installed a Rakuten Chrome extension, and what it does is if you know you're about to do some shopping online, whether it's for Home Depot, online furniture stores, online clothing stores, online food stores, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, any place that you can imagine online, Rakuten will look at all of the possible coupons that they have, and they find them for you and present them to you while you shop. So for example, when we moved into the house, I had to buy a new door handle. One had gotten broken off, or not broken off, it was on a door, but I think it was just broken. I don't want to say broken off, but it didn't lock. And so I actually went on build.com, I think was the website. And when I was shopping, I just hit the little Chrome extension button up top, and it actually dropped down a coupon that I was able to use for checkout because I needed this very specific door handle. So I really love that you can just click on the extension. It says redirecting your shopping trip to include coupons, and then as you're going through and when you get to the checkout, it'll let you know if there's 1, 2, 3, 10 coupons that apply. It'll apply the best ones for the lowest price, and then you can check out using those coupons. So you don't have to go around looking at all the coupon sites trying to find what coupons are going to work for you. And I really like that. It's a time saver, but it's also a money saver, because especially like stores like Build.com, I hadn't bought from in a very long time. I wasn't following their pricing, or I wasn't on their email list. So I do know that without the Rakuten app, I wouldn't have saved the money I did. And like I said, if there's no coupons to be found, there's new coupons to be found, but it's a free app extension. I will put the link in my bio so that or in the description so that you can see for yourself, and just click on it when you need to do some online shopping. Another thing for after you shop to get points is this app called Fetch. My aunt told me about it, and basically you can hook it to your Amazon cart, you can hook it to your email for anything you get digital receipts on, and you can just use your app on your phone to take pictures of physical receipts. What it does, it takes any receipt from anywhere in the world that you shop and gives you points. It gives you like at least a certain amount of points, and then if you are shopping from a place that's doing extra points, it gives you extra points. So for signing up, you get like 2,000 points. You can get like 1,000 points when you do your grocery shopping. The places that they work with change, but you can just scan your Amazon cart, your emails, and your receipts regularly and get all the points. They do it up to 2 weeks back. So if you just did all your holiday shopping, you can have them upload all the receipts. Every couple thousand points is like a couple dollars in gift cards, and I think you can cash out some gift cards as low as $3. Like if you just like, I don't have a lot of points this month, you can still cash it out for a couple dollars. I think it's a great way to take advantage of the things that you're already purchasing. And the things that I get the most points on are food purchases, which is what we spend the most money on monthly. So I translate those into gift cards back for things we want. So it's been really a cool app to use. And like I said, even if they don't have any promos running and you don't get a ton of points, everything gets at least a few points. So it adds up over time because you're going to be buying food, you're going to be buying stuff in general. Why not get the points back? Even after you save the money, you're getting extra points on the other end. So Rakuten before you shop, Fetch for after you shop. And then the last thing is, now the stores are back open and people are going back, I still love my in-store flyers. I tend to get overwhelmed when they're at my house, but there is an app called Flip, which looks through all of your local flyers and will help you compare deals right on one free app. You don't have to save up all the flyers and then be juggling through all those papers. So a nice clutter-free way to look through all the local flyers in your area. Flip is free, and again, I just save the flyers, and then you can look through all of your saved coupons, determine what stores you want to go to, and obviously those are just available when you get to the store. The last thing I'm going to tell you guys about that I am obsessed with, saved me the most money out of all of these new little tricks that I've been using online, all simple, all free, is ordering groceries online. Our local grocery store is offering free pickup, but before it was free, it was only $5, and it's free over orders 35 or more. I know tons of stores are doing it. I know Walmart is doing it. Huge places like Kroger's that are all over the country. Even Costco has a free Instacart section or app, or an Instacart delivery for orders over, I think, $35 as well. Ordering groceries online has saved me, on average, $35 to $45 per trip. Yes, I was getting that many instantaneous purchases or what impulse buys, but I also, when you shop online, you're able to see the total before you get there, so there's no sticker shock. It's easier to take things in and out of your cart, swap things as you go, search all of the available products without having to run all over the store. Saves you time and saves me money. I did test it against going back to the store, where I did spend an extra $35. So on average, I took all my receipts from the year before and all the receipts from this year, $35 to $45 savings on average per week. And even at a $5 cost, if that's what it costs for your grocery pickup and ordering them online, instead of going in and shopping around the store and getting tempted, I would say that's still a great savings. If it was still $5, I would still pay it to save the $30 on average that I was doing, if not more. So you guys, I hope you use these tips to help you save money very simply throughout the year without making humongous sacrifices. Drink your lattes, read your books, enjoy your stuff, but just find cheaper ways to do it if possible, and use all the free apps out there that help save money before you purchase, like Rakuten, give you points back that you can cash out for gift cards, like Fetch after, And you can still use free apps like Flip to shop the flyers to find the best deals for shopping at the store. And of course, when you can see the total before you get to the register, sometimes you can make better decisions on your shopping. Try ordering your groceries online, see if your local store has it. You can do online pickup where you just drive to the store, they load them in the back of your car and you can go. And again, I know big chain retailers are doing it. I know Walmart is doing it. So there's a lot of options for you guys to try it. I hope you try some of these tips. Let me know what are some of the simple, no-brainer ways that you've been saving money this past year without making humongous changes, but still making humongous changes to the budget by helping you save money. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for joining me on this video. Give it a like if you liked it and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks, guys.